Hey folks, welcome back for more Let's Play Rygar. If you recall, one dude told us we were only about halfway through, and then we beat another boss and got some armor. So let's continue. Get the one last item we need to ascend to the final tower, the flute we were told about very early on. Where do we find this flute? All the way back at near the beginning of the game, back in the Grand Mountain, in an area we couldn't get to until we had the crossbow and the grappling hook, is a tower. This tower contains a mini boss rush, a full boss, and yet another god. The god will give us a flute, and then we will have seen all 5 indoor gods we need. And we can use that flute back at the one area that talked about it and ascend to the heavens, or at least the Tiger Palace, whatever it is. I call it the Tiger Palace because, well, they put a freaking tiger's head on it. I don't know what else to call it. But anyway, all the way back to near the beginning of the game for us. Almost there. Along with another room that will allow us to refill our health, right before we enter said mini-boss rush, which at our level of power isn't much of a threat, really. The mini-bosses aren't that tough for us. But as I keep saying, if you haven't, over-leveled like I have, the mini-boss, these could prove to be a little bit of a fight on your hands. And there's enough of them that if you don't have, there's enough of them that it could pose a problem. Let's just put it that way. But we go all the way to the top of the mountain. If we needed it, we get another potion of life. And then now, from here, see, we couldn't get here without the grappling hook before. And we need the... And this guy will so helpfully let us know we need the crossbow, as you figured out by now. But here there are the little things that drop eggs on you. I promise they're here. Along with the roly-polies. Darn it. Hosed that up good, didn't I? Not much of a threat. But here we have mini-boss rush time. And I'll show off what this snail does. And it is a huge snail. And all these snails act the same. They fire off that little beam. And they're all handled the same way. Running up to him and smack him in the face. You can use attack and assail if you want to spend the 5 points on it. Personally, I save them for recovery. Ouch. I believe this is a different one? Yes, this is the mini tank here. He takes 3 hits. And then this guy up here is the actual boss. And he's not very tough at this level. But now we have the ocarina, which they call this a Pegasus flute. But it looks like an ocarina. So now we are Zombie Link. You see, I could cut the video here. I mean, we've done... Hold on. Give me that, thank you. Sheesh. They're beating up on me. See, I could call the video here, but I think I would rather get to the Tower of Lyle, as they called it, and at least get to the point where I use the flute before I cut the video, since this is only taking, what, 5 minutes? So we will do that fairly quickly. Refill health. Come back down, away from flying egg dropping things. And over to the left here is the door. And now back to the area where we first got introduced to the flute, or where we first introduced to speech about the flute. Cross the river and go straight up. Ignore that and go in here. And yeah, everybody remembers this area. Ah! I don't believe I did that. I don't believe I just did that. Oh, come on. I haven't died all game. Oh well. When you die, it just sends you back here. You still have all the items, but you lose your health and you lose your mind points. And your mind. So, what I am going to do is, I will pause the video, and when I come back, I will be back here with full health and full everything else. So, just 1 second, folks. Okay, let's try this again with hopefully less failure. I can't believe I walked off that platform. Son of... Yeesh. Why did I do that? That's always an interesting glitch, isn't it? Okay, and almost did it again. Although I think I would have just fallen in the door that time, so not as big a problem. Jump up here. Yep, grappling point from up here. And now we reach the top of this platform, to Tiger Island. I don't know what else to call that. Yeah, I know the guy's name is Rygar, so I guess he's half lion, half tiger or something. Anyway, when we come back, we take on whatever the freak that place is called. Tiger Island. I like that name. I'm sticking with it. But until then, take care everyone. See you next time.